Rumors are swirling that some former Empire cast members may be trying to reconnect with Bryshere Gray, with growing concern from people who believe he desperately needs support. Taraji P, Henson, who portrayed his on-screen mother, is reportedly among those who have been especially worried. She was also said to have been deeply emotional after hearing allegations involving Will Smith and Diddy, but many are now asking the uncomfortable question: why did this concern allegedly come so late? Bryshere first captured widespread attention on Empire, playing Hakeem Lyon, the youngest son of Lucius Lyon, portrayed by Terrence Howard, and Cookie Lyon, played by Taraji P. Henson. The actor reportedly caught Lee Daniels' attention during auditions. Daniels was so impressed that he brought Bryshere to Los Angeles for a chemistry audition with Taraji and Terrence. Daniels eventually became more than just the person who discovered him. He reportedly took Bryshere under his wing and positioned himself as a mentor. Yet that very relationship has also become one of the most controversial parts of Bryshere's story. Over the years, viewers have questioned whether their connection was always strictly professional. Much of that speculation resurfaced because of an old Breakfast Club interview featuring Lee Daniels and Bryshere. During the conversation, some of Daniels' comments made viewers visibly uncomfortable, while Bryshere himself appeared uneasy. Daniels joked about spending so much time with the young actor that even his own son supposedly had an issue with it. Then came the moment that caused even more backlash. While making the comments, Daniels reportedly mimicked a spanking gesture with his hands while repeatedly saying, "Yes, yes, yes," in reference to Bryshere. That clip didn't simply disappear. It continued circulating online and became a recurring source of debate whenever people revisited the unusual dynamic between the young actor and the mentor who helped launch his career. And now, with renewed attention surrounding Bryshere's situation, those old moments are being examined all over again, leaving many people wondering whether there was far more beneath the surface than viewers originally understood.
Why are we talking about me? I gotta talk about Yaz too. Flip it over to Yaz. Yaz.
You don't get to talk to you too much,
Yaz. You don't talk to you too much?
No.
Yeah.
After Empire, Bryshere Gray's career took a dramatic turn. Instead of making headlines for acting, he became surrounded by a series of legal controversies and troubling allegations. In 2021, Bryshere pleaded guilty in an Arizona domestic violence case and was sentenced to 10 days in county jail. His wife was treated and released for injuries described as non-life-threatening. Police reports, however, reportedly documented multiple visible injuries, while his wife alleged that Bryshere had strangled her and caused her to briefly lose consciousness. Bryshere reportedly gave a different version of events, claiming his wife had attempted to harm herself and that he was trying to stop her. He also claimed another person, identified as Mac, was responsible for some injuries. His wife allegedly disputed that explanation and claimed Mac was an alias Bryshere used. That wasn't the actor's only legal problem. A former landlord later sued Bryshere over a Chicago condo he reportedly rented in 2019. The landlord alleged the property was badly damaged and claimed his dog was left unattended for long periods, resulting in unsanitary conditions. Additional allegations included property damage, clogged toilets, smoking where it was prohibited, and other issues inside the residence. Then, in November 2022, Bryshere was reportedly arrested again over an alleged probation violation. Police responded after a woman who said she was dating him raised concerns about his behavior. She allegedly claimed that he threw a box of food at her and pulled her hair. More recently, Bryshere has drawn renewed online attention over explicit material reportedly appearing on his social media accounts. With controversy continuing to follow him, some fans now believe former Empire cast members, including Taraji P, Henson, may finally be trying to help him. But that has sparked another wild theory, the so-called Empire curse. Fans have pointed to the struggles and controversies involving people connected to the series and begun asking whether something darker surrounds the show. Of course, calling it a curse is speculation, not fact. But Bryshere's transformation from a promising young star into a figure surrounded by repeated controversy has left viewers wondering what really happened after the Empire's spotlight faded.
That whole show has some juju on it because nobody's doing anything. The show was huge. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's got some bad, it's like, some taboo energy, you know what I'm saying? Think about it.
Yeah.
Empire Asterisk was once one of television's biggest hits, but after the show ended, many cast members failed to reach the career heights fans expected. Even stars who were already established seemed to lose momentum, and that's where the strange Empire curse theory began. Take Terrence Howard. In 2019, he announced plans to retire from acting after Empire, saying he felt he had already accomplished what he wanted in Hollywood. He explained that after years of pretending, he believed he had given his best and wanted to focus on supporting and watching new talent grow. To some fans, it sounded like a man simply ready for a fresh chapter, but others saw it as another suspicious piece of the puzzle. When viewers started comparing Howard's decision with the struggles faced by other Empire stars, the internet began asking whether something unusual happened to the cast after the show ended, and Terrence wasn't alone. Taraji P. Henson also faced major challenges after leaving the hit series. Coincidence? Bad timing? Or something more? The so-called Empire curse is only a fan theory, not proven fact. But the pattern has become so intriguing that even years after the finale, people are still asking one explosive question, asterisk, what really happened to the stars of Empire after the cameras stopped rolling? Asterisk.
Don't feel like I'm getting paid what I deserve. And today, I haven't gotten a raise or paid. I've been getting the same amount for films since, I think it was Proud Mary.
Since Proud Mary, which was what year?
2018 was when I finally got a real quote. I haven't gotten a raise since then. And each and every project that I have to fight for that.
You still have to fight.
I have to fight for that.
Taraji P. Henson has never been shy about speaking up when she feels her career isn't being valued. After raising concerns about her pay during the Color Purple press tour, she revealed another shocking chapter during a SAG FTRA Foundation interview. Taraji said her career became so frustrating after Empire ended in 2020 that she eventually fired her entire team. Despite playing one of television's most iconic characters, Cookie Lyon, she said she had no major acting roles or endorsement deals waiting for her, and it gets even more interesting. Her team had reportedly discussed bringing Cookie back in another series, and Taraji said she would have considered returning if the project had been handled properly. But she felt her team failed to make it happen, contributing to her decision to part ways with them. For fans, the situation raised a bigger question. How does a star from one of TV's biggest shows suddenly struggle to secure major opportunities? Some call it bad management. Others point to the bizarre Empire curse. Coincidence or something more?
Firing everybody after Cookie. Everybody had to go. Where is my deal? Where is my commercial? Cookie was top of the fashion game. Where is my endorsement? What did you have set up for after this? That's why y'all haven't seen me in so long. They had nothing set up. All they wanted was another Cookie show, and I said, I'll do it, but it has to be right. The people deserve. She's too beloved for y'all to f it up. And so when they didn't get it right, I was like, well, that's it. And then they had nothing else. You're all f***ing fired.
The strange Empire curse theory gets even more complicated when you look at what happened to several cast members after the show ended. Terrence Howard and Taraji P. Henson faced their own career challenges, but Jussie Smollett's story took an even more dramatic turn. In 2020, Smollett faced felony charges connected to allegations that he falsely reported a staged hate crime attack. He had claimed he was assaulted while getting food by men he described as white Trump supporters. Investigators later alleged that the incident had been orchestrated and that Smollett paid two brothers to participate. The controversy became a massive career setback, with many people in Hollywood distancing themselves from him. Yet there's another side to the story. Reports have described Smollett as focusing on treatment, personal growth, and rebuilding his life. While critics blame him for the consequences, others continue asking the same question. Why would someone at the height of their success risk everything like that? Now his story is being pulled into the bizarre Empire curse conversation. And here's the twist. Smollett has reportedly expressed concern for fellow Empire star Bryshere Gray and has said he tried reaching out to help him point two cast members. Two troubled journeys. And one question that refuses to disappear: what really happened to the stars of Empire after the spotlight faded?
Do y'all communicate?
I've texted with him recently.
Okay, what'd you say?
Yeah, I was just looking. I've been looking for him.
Oh, you have been?
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, that was my brother for 5 years, and I didn't take that lightly. I don't take brotherhood, lightly, because I'm so close to my blood brothers. So I see what my brother is going through, and I have consistently reached out to make sure that he knows that he's got a place, and reached out to family and stuff like that. But I also think that I've been through my own troubles,
right?
And I've seen people go on and talk about me and my troubles when I would rather that they didn't. And so what I will say about him is that I love that.
Many fans believe Bryshere Gray has faced some of the hardest struggles among the Empire cast, which is why renewed calls for people around him to offer support have grown louder. Jaguar Wright has repeated serious allegations involving Will Smith and young men connected to him, including Bryshere Gray, August Alsina, and Jaden Smith, claiming they were allegedly taken to Diddy. These remain allegations and have not been established as facts. Wright also criticized Terrence Howard, questioning why he allegedly stayed silent about what she claims happened to Bryshere while working on Empire. She argued that if Howard truly cared about protecting those around him, he should have stepped in. Her claims have reignited a bigger conversation about Hollywood power, mentorship, and whether young stars receive enough protection behind the scenes. And now people are asking one uncomfortable question: did Bryshere's inner circle fail him when he needed support the most?
Sure.
As far as Will Smith is concerned, until he does right by all of those children that were harmed and corrupted while in his care, children that grew up to be men, boys like Bryshere Gray, August Alsina, your own son, your own son. Do people forget about that voice clip that I played from Brother Belial?
Jaguar Wright has made more disturbing allegations about Bryshere Gray, claiming he was allegedly involved in troubling situations connected to Will Smith, Charlie Mack, and Diddy. She also claimed a recording exists that supposedly documents the alleged events and suggested Jaden Smith and another person identified as Justin were present. These claims have not been independently verified. Wright didn't stop there. She also accused Bryshere's mother of allegedly putting fame and money ahead of protecting her son. According to Wright's claims, his mother knew about the alleged mistreatment involving Will Smith and Charlie Mack but stayed silent to protect a certain image. She further alleged that Charlie Mack was allowed to mistreat Bryshere despite his reported mental health struggles. These are serious accusations, but they remain unverified claims and should not be treated as proven facts without independent evidence. Still, the allegations have sparked a troubling question. If people around Bryshere knew he was struggling, why did nobody step in sooner?
They're trying to slay him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
Okay.
I really hope none of that baby oil was used on those kids. That would just be in bad taste. Baby oil on babies.
You can't say that the flavor camp was sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. You just come on. Come on.
Starting to sound that way, ain't it?
No.
All that talent, and she let Charlie tune that boy up on, knowing that he was bipolar and had ADHD. What kind of mother would do that to her son? Turn him into a prostitute so you could pretend to be something more than what you are, which is nothing more than a filly. You're a big ol' they're making your son out to be, that's for sure. Because he didn't have no choice. You was down by all. I'm sorry. The Bryshere conversation for me is not easy. Because I came to Belial and I asked Belial to help me save the kids, and all he was worried about was his book.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Don't nobody
Definitely.
care about these kids. Don't nobody care about these kids.
Maybe the people who worked alongside Bryshere Gray are finally realizing how serious his situation has become. Many fans are hoping that Taraji P, Henson, and others aren't just expressing sympathy, but are actually making a genuine effort to support him through whatever challenges he may be facing. Because honestly, feeling sorry for someone isn't enough. If Bryshere truly needs help, what matters now is whether the people around him are willing to offer real support. Everything surrounding the former Empire star has been difficult to watch, and it has sparked uncomfortable questions about what may have happened behind the scenes, and whether someone could have stepped in much earlier. After everything that has surfaced, one question keeps coming back.